Have you ever dreamt of a better version of yourself? You. Only better in every way. You should try this new product, the substance. It changed my life. One single injection unlocks your DNA, starting a new cellular division that will release a better version of yourself. You just have to share. 1 week for one, and 1 week for the other. A perfect balance of 7 days each. The only thing not to forget, you can't escape from yourself. Activate only once, stabilize every day, switch every 7 days without exception. Remember, you are one. The Substance is a 2024 satirical body horror film written, directed, co-edited and co-produced by Coralie Fargeat. With sharp wit and cathartic intensity, she turns toxic beauty culture inside out in this mind-blowing feature. It follows a fading celebrity played by Demi Moore and gives career-based performance, who uses a black market drug that creates a much younger version of herself, wonderfully played by Margaret Qualley, with unexpected side effects. On her 50th birthday, once celebrated but now faded Hollywood movie star Elizabeth Sparkle is unceremoniously dismissed from the long-running aerobics TV show she hosts, with producer Harvey citing her advanced age as the reason. With the caricature of Harvey, who is so cartoonishly loud and awful in every scene, Fargeat and cinematographer Benjamin Crackun often switch to a fisheye lens or uncomfortable close-ups to make him appear even more grotesque and hypocritical. While driving home, Elizabeth is distracted by a billboard of herself being taken down, resulting in a major car crash. At the hospital, a young male nurse seems preoccupied with her bag and gives her a flash drive advertising the Substance, a black market serum that generates a younger, more beautiful, more perfect version of oneself. After some deliberation, Elizabeth orders the Substance and injects the single-use activator serum, resulting in a much younger version of herself emerging from a slit in her back. Elizabeth has been used to view the world through the lens of the entertainment industry, one that magnifies even the slightest imperfection, that equates youth with worth. It's no wonder she opts for desperate measures. The Substance establishes a symbiotic relationship between the two bodies. Elizabeth must transfer her consciousness between the bodies every 7 days without exception, while the inactive body remains unconscious. The other self names herself Sue and is quickly hired as Elizabeth's replacement by Harvey. Her new TV show skyrockets her to fame, and she is eventually selected to host the broadcaster's major New Year's Eve show. Sue enjoys a confident and hedonistic lifestyle, but becomes an insecure recluse when living as Elizabeth. The Substance is unapologetically graphic about ideals of beauty beyond the reach of mere mortals and the body horror inflicted in the name of achieving it. With less dialogues, amalgamation of cinematography, sound and use of prosthetics are brilliant. Elizabeth's yellow jacket representing a superhero-like quality before her transformation, and Sue's pink leotard signifying her femininity. One morning, Elizabeth wakes to find that her index finger has aged rapidly. She calls the supplier, who warns her that staying as Sue longer than 7 days causes irreversible rapid aging of her original self. Despite being a single consciousness, both persons being view themselves as separate individuals and quickly grow to despise each other. Elizabeth becomes jealous of Sue's beauty and success, resenting her frequent disregard of the switching schedule, whereas Sue is appalled by Elizabeth's constant self-loathing and binge eating. Prosthetics is not realistic but represents deformed aging process impressively and shows Elizabeth's fear and anger. In an interview for Fangoria, director described the difficult but rewarding process of writing the screenplay. The writing was very challenging because it's so confrontational with my own fear and my own stress. The writing of the movie was a cathartic thing, and the making of the movie as well. In the end, it gave me a lot of strength and it transformed me in a way. 3 months later, the day before the New Year's Eve telecast, Sue has no choice but switching back to her original self. When they switch, Elizabeth finds herself horrifically transformed into a deformed hunchback. Elizabeth acquires a serum designed to terminate Sue, but stops midway and leaving both fully conscious. Realizing Elizabeth's intent, Sue flies into a rage and brutally beats Elizabeth to death before leaving to host the New Year special. It's a battle that can't end well for either. Director explained that her motivation for creating the substance came from personal experiences with body image and societal pressure. She began writing the film in her 40s, a period when she was confronting negative thoughts about her relevance and appearance. I really started to think and hear these voices in my head, like now your life is over, no one is going to care about you. In another interview, she expanded, I couldn't say that I experienced it in a real way in my life, but those thoughts were absolutely real in my brain. Without Elizabeth, Sue's body begins to rapidly deteriorate. In a panic, Sue rushes to her apartment and tries to create a new version of herself with the leftover activator serum, something expressly forbidden by the supplier. This turns her into a grotesque hybrid of Elizabeth and Sue named Monstro Elisa Sue, killing Sue in the process. Monstro Elisa Sue dresses up and goes to the live broadcast wearing an improvised mask cut from a painting of Elizabeth in her heyday. Final sequence happening on stage in a theater full of audience. Violent chaos, blood sprinkle, what you see there is unimaginable. This film not just reminds us about the absurd standards for female beauty and the destructive power of celebrity, but turn the mirror back on us. This film is available on Mubi. You have never seen anything like it in your life. Enjoy the film. If you like the video, then please like and share this video. Do subscribe to the channel and don't forget to click the bell icon.